It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer, and I'm returning to a beer which I really didn't like first time round. I remember this beer because I've seen it since multiple times over the last 12 years since I last tasted it. I hated it. It was awful. It had, and I still remember it. There's a few beers in my life that I've tried and I've really not liked. I could just remember the flavour. The other one being McEwan's Champion. I think it was McEwan's Champion. That was another beer which I absolutely hate. And I've tried that since and I still hate it. It's just got this really weird flavour to it. But I'm hoping this is better because it's had a bit of a rebrand. It's Badger's Cranborne Poacher, a ruby ale at 5.7% ABV in a 500ml bottle. When I reviewed this beer, it used to be called Poacher's Choice. It's in a dark brown bottle. You've got the Badger ales, which are Hall and Woodhouse bottle cap. They established in 1777 in Somerset, I think either Somerset or Devon. So they've been around a long time. Let's get this out into a glass and see what we get. And let's see if it's changed. Let's see if they've just changed. It's raining out the front, not raining out the back, where I want it to rain. That's the weirdest thing ever. Literally hammering down out the front window. And there's nothing out the back. I'm being messed about with, I'm sure I am. We've had the driest summer ever. It was meant to rain yesterday heavily and it didn't. And now today, where I want my garden to be wet and rainy, there's no rain, but literally, what, 2 meters? 4, 5 meters? It's raining heavily out the front. Bonkers. One finger. Slightly off-white head. Dark brown. Quite clear, but dark brown liquid in the glass. Picked it up from Sainsbury's. It was on a 4 for 3 deal. It was about £1.80 a bottle individually. So that means if you're buying it on a 4 for 3 deal, you're buying 3 bottles, you're getting the 4th free. Probably knocks it down to £1.30, £1.40, something in that price range. Aroma then on the beer. It's fruity. Rich and fruity, they've described it as that. But I just remembered it being sort of thick and gloopy and fruity before, and it seems to be the same beer. Can you hear the rain? How is everybody's gardens in the UK? Is your garden brown? My garden's like brown. Terrible. Anyway, let's get in. Cheers, everybody. As of 2025, they must have a fan base for this beer. It's cranberries. I'm pretty sure it's cranberries. It's got that kind of like sort of cranberry twang to it. You know, that slightly bitter cranberry flavour on the back end. Whoa. Tannins, you know, like dark fruit tannins, almost like a leather flavour. I think I'm enjoying it a little bit more than I did back in the day, because probably when I first reviewed this beer, it probably would have been the first beer, one of the first beers with a fruit addition that I tried. Now, of course, it's 2025 and we're drinking all sorts of sour beer and modern sour beer and milkshake beer this and fruit twist beer that and jam lagers and everything else. So this now tastes, it's not so alien to me. It's not so, I'm able to appreciate it a little bit more. But I remember back then, I think I had about 2 tastes of the beer. Poacher's Choice it was called, Badger's Poacher's Choice, if you want to watch the video. And I remember being disgusted by it. It's a beer now that was intriguing enough to buy and to try again. I'm not going to go as far as to say I love the beer. It's very different. The tannins are the thing that probably made me go, ugh, back in the day. Those kind of cranberry, leathery sort of tannins taste. But then there's a bitter behind it. It's biscuity, it's bready, there's some red malt in there. If I was in a Badger pub, sitting in a beer garden, and somebody said, "Do you want a pint, mate?" And I went, "Yeah, just get me something at the bar," and this turned up, I wouldn't, throw it in the grass type of thing. I've done that before. I did that the last time I poured a beer away in a pub. I was in Cowbridge. I was in the Vale of Glamorgan pub. They poured me a pint of Hancock's HB. It tasted sour. I just didn't want to take it back. So I poured it in the plant pot. Just chucked it, and then I left the pub. I went somewhere else. So I wouldn't pour it away. I would drink it. But then again, if I was standing in a supermarket shelf, by the shelf, not in the shelf, I'd probably give it a bit of a swerve, pick something else up. A local legend with a penchant for jewel-tongue treasures, the Cranborne Poacher lives a fruitful yet elusive life. Yeah, what is it? Enigmatic, rich and full-bodied, this ruby ale holds a cachet of complex flavours with notes of wild fruits, licorice and chocolate malt. What a find. It's not for me, to be honest with you. I'll drink the pint of it. I won't buy it again. I can't remember, 14 years ago what I rated it as, so I'm going to say 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. I hope you liked the video. Please put your comments in the comments box, subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews, give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom, cheers.